The dignitaries present in this panel is second to none. And it is my fortune to conduct this session. By any means, I am not an expert, but I'm just going to be connecting all these expertise in the next 30-35 minutes. I would like to share and give you an idea about what exactly the panel discussion is going to be. So we have, let's see here, very eminent people around us today. And I'm going to give detailed parichaya of each one of them just before they raise their points. We have Dr. Shekhar Mande, we have Secretary Shri Ram Mohan Mishra ji, we have Professor Trilochan Mahapatra ji, Professor Tanuja Nesri ji, and Shri Hanumantrao Gaikwad. For some reason, we have not yet have Professor Balram Bhargava. I hope before the conclusion of the session, he would also be there. Now, our Srinivas Rao ji presented that how Ahara Kranti is going to touch different aspects for Bharat. And I also would like to have this opportunity for Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji to share a little bit about Poshan. I have to read something about Poshan because it is so relevant, so connected to our Ahara Kranti. If you look into this program, this was launched in 2018, and it is India's flagship program and specifically focused for nutritional outcomes. I'm going to read it. Nutritional outcomes for children, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. Most of the states barring one or two are not part of this, but however, I am sure today, after listening to Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji, we would be able to get much more clarity, and almost every state would welcome this Abhiyan. Just a few words about Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji. He is the Secretary for Ministry of Women and Child Development. He is Additional Secretary also to the Government of India and Development Commissioner for the Ministry of MSME. He has more than 3 decades of experience in Indian administrative service, extremely well known for his skills and implementation of a project and making sure that it results in some fruit. With that, I will request Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji to share a little bit about Poshak Abhiyan and at the same time, how he envisions that Ahara Kranti, in addition to the ministry, through the engagement of common man, NGOs, and probably research organizations can be accomplished. With that, the floor is yours, Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji.
Namaste. I am very grateful for this invite and to Mr. Raoji for very kind words he has used to me. Very few things about Poshan per se, because he asked me to particularly speak on this. Nutrition is core of health. The people who are not nourished properly, they will never be healthy. So that is one part. And linked to this is that malnourished people lose their productivity and then their efficiency. So when we talk about Poshan, talk about nutrition, राष्ट्र की जो ताकत है, उसकी जो शक्ति है, उसमें अगर जो सुपोषित लोग नहीं है, तो फिर राष्ट्र की शक्ति में कमी होती है. पहला तो पक्ष इसका ये. दूसरा पक्ष इसका ये है कि जो कुपोषित हैं वो बीमार पड़ते हैं. तो एक तरफ तो हमारी शक्ति में ह्रास हो रहा है, दूसरे जो बीमार पड़ते हैं, people are getting sick. We are paying through our nose to cure them, to treat them, to use medicine, to use all kind of injections on them. So this is a double jeopardy, as they call it in legal language. And therefore, as Mr. Raoji was saying, this is a program of national importance. Now, who can implement this? Because kuposhan happens in society. It happens across the nation. And basically, the behavioral changes are very important. And therefore, this mission has to be led by each citizen. And इसलिए जो आज का 9 वर्ष है, आज का हमारा देवी पक्ष भी शुरू हो रहा है, दुर्गा जी की साधना का समय शुरू हो रहा है. इस पक्ष पर जो शक्ति संचार करने के लिए नया उपक्रम आपने शुरू किया है, मैं बहुत बहुत आपको बधाई देता हूँ इसके लिए। बहुत अनुग्रह भी व्यक्त करता हूँ कि ये जो हमारा पोषण अभियान का काम है, इस आहार क्रांति के माध्यम से उसको आप आसान कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये जन जन तक जब ये जागरूकता बढ़ेगी, जन जागरण आएगा कि हमको सुपोषित कैसे रहना है, तो वो हमारा काम वो बहुत ही हल्का होता है। फिर हमको तो जो कुपोषित बचते हैं ये इस ज्ञान के बाद में, और शास्त्र में हमारे कहा गया है सा विद्या या विमुक्त है, जो विद्या वही सार्थक है जो कि मुक्ति प्रदान करे, मुक्ति प्रदान करे कुपोषण से, मुक्ति प्रदान करे रोग से। तो अब इसमें दो चीजों की तरफ मैं ध्यान आकृष्ट करना चाहूंगा कि जो जब ये हमारे शास्त्र का जन्म हुआ था और उसके आयुर्वेद की जड़ों में जब चरक ऋषि ने इसके बारे में लिखा था, तो उनकी भावना जो थी उसमें उन्होंने अपने शास्त्र में व्यक्त किया है, न आत्मार्थम नापि कामार्थम अतः भूषल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स, दिस नॉलेज आई एम नॉट गिवन टू अर्न मनी, सो देयरफॉर जो भी नहीं है ज्ञान को, इट हैज टू बी नाउ टाइम ऑफ नॉलेज इन एक्शन। एंड ये जो कोलिशन आपने खड़ा किया है राव साहब, ये बहुत बड़ी चीज है, मैं आपको बहुत बहुत इसके लिए बधाई देता हूँ। और ये जो शास्त्र में हमारे ये भी कहा गया था, एतद् देश प्रसूतस्य सकाशादग्र जन्मना स्वंसम चरित्रम शिक्षरेण पृथिव्याः सर्वमानव। तो हमारी घोषणा थी कि हमारे पास जो ज्ञान है वो सिर्फ हमने अपने लिए नहीं रखा कि हम आईपीआर करके उसमें पैसे कमाए, ये था कि पृथ्वी में जो भी मानव समाज है उसके सबके मंगल कामना के लिए, उसके लोक कल्याण के लिए हमने इस ज्ञान का संचार किया है, उसको बनाया है। एक दो विषय और मैं कहना चाहूंगा, और सवेरे राव साहब ने मुझे कहा था कि भारत ये जो अग्रणी भारत है वो विद्वान भारत कैसे बने, तो उसके विषय में मैं संक्षेप में आपसे आग्रह करना चाहूंगा कि जो बच्चे की जो मस्तिष्क का उसका विकास है वो गर्भ से लेकर और वो 1000 दिनों के अंदर संपूर्ण हो जाता है, ऐसा वैज्ञानिकों का मानना है। तो उस समय जो हमारे आयुर्वेद में था कि गर्भवती महिला को अपॉन इट एंड देन वी विल वर्क हैंड इन हैंड, और इसमें जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रैक्टिसेस उनका भी बहुत बड़ा इस्तेमाल है, whether the manufacturing will be cold pressed or hard pressed, it impacts nutrition। कि किसी अन्न को अगर आप 115 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पर जलाकर लोगों को खिला रहे हो तो वो तो भस्म है खाली, उसमें तो अन्न तो बहुत कम बचता, उसमें जीवित अन्न तो बचा ही नहीं उसके अंदर। तो ये भी बहुत सारी चीजों में हमें ध्यान देने की आवश्यकता है। और घर घर की जो किचन इज डिस्पेंसरी, तो वहां पे मोरिंगा पाउडर डालना है कि नहीं, तो हमारे अभी शास्त्री जी हैं हमारे मेडिसिनल प्लांट बोर्ड के, वो आजकल सीईओ हैं, और आपको जानकर हर्ष होगा कि वो अभी उसके बारे में, जैसे हम फोर्टिफिकेशन की बात करें तो हमारे जो वैद्यश्री वो कहते हैं कि वी शुड डू नेचुरल फोर्टिफिकेशन, कि जैसे वो रोटी बन रही है अगर परिवार में, उससे अगर मोरिंगा पाउडर का 2 चम्मच आप डालते हो तो दिस फोर्टिफाइज सो मेनी माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स, और सस्ता भी है, आसानी से बन भी सकता है। ऐसे उसमें और बहुत सारे, अगर वो लैक्टेटिंग मदर्स है तो उसको शतावरी मिला दीजिए उसमें, या उसमें अश्वगंधा मिला दीजिए। तो इस तरह की जो चीजें हैं हमारी, मुझे लगता है कि वो जो फूड एज मेडिसिन जिसकी बात आपने की, मैं समझता हूँ बहुत ही सार्थक विषय है। और आने वाले समय में मैं समझता हूँ कि हमको एक कोशिश और करनी चाहिए कि इसमें एक हमारा डैशबोर्ड टाइप का हमको लाना चाहिए, कि वो जो देश में, राष्ट्र में जो इसके प्रति समर्पित हो, चाहे वो सरकार से जुड़े हैं वो या तो सरकारी तंत्र से जुड़े हुए हैं, वो दोनों ही तंत्र के लोगों को अपना हाथ उठाना चाहिए कि भाई इस महाअभियान में, जो राष्ट्र निर्माण का अभियान है, उसमें हम अभी हाथ उठाते हैं अपना, और हम ये योगदान करेंगे, हम लिखते हैं उसके अंदर, फिर वो हम अपने बाद में स्व अनुशासन भी मेंटेन करेंगे, हम उसको करके दिखा देंगे। नहीं तो हमारा नाम जो है वो काले की जगह लाल से लिख दिया, ऐसा कुछ करके हमको बनाना चाहिए, ताकि वो ये जो इंडिया 75 है, और ये कोई बहुत कठिन काम नहीं है। अगर हम आरवीआर को ठीक कर लेते हैं और किचन को ठीक कर लेते हैं और ये एल्यूमिनियम की कढ़ाई को हटा के अगर हम लोहे की कढ़ाई में बनाना शुरू करते हैं तो ये अनिमिया मुक्त भारत की तरफ लेके जाता है। और आखिरी चीज, मैं आपको बहुत हर्ष होगा ये जानकर, हमारे पोषण अभियान के क्रम में आयुष मंत्रालय ने अभी एक प्रयोग किया है। हम अनिमिया मुक्त भारत की बात करते रहते हैं, और अनिमिया बहुत बड़ी समस्या है हमारे पास, बहुत दिन से हम फॉलिक एसिड लोगों को खिला रहे हैं। तो आयुष मंत्रालय ने तमिलनाडु में एक प्रयोग किया है, उसमें 1.5 साल के अंदर में द्राक्षावलय के प्रयोग से, द्राक्षावलय आपको विदित है, दिस इज नथिंग बट ब्लैक ग्रेप्स एंड विद मेड इनटू पेस्ट विद सम अदर थिंग्स मिक्स्ड अप देयर, उसके प्रयोग से जहां वो 40% एनीमिया होती थी, दैट हैज बीन ब्रॉट डाउन टू जस्ट 1%। So this is a huge kind of success. And there's so many more things, as I said. I don't have much knowledge of it. I just heard about it here and there, but I'm so deeply impressed that we should now substantially upscale this entire endeavor. और ये आहार क्रांति जो है, ये राष्ट्र के निर्माण में एक बहुत बड़ी क्रांति है. इसमें सबको हम अपनी आहुति डालनी चाहिए. इस महायज्ञ में हम सबको शामिल होना चाहिए. मैं इसके लिए अपना हाथ उठाता हूँ और आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि आपने इस अवसर पर मुझे इसमें आमंत्रित किया और बोलने का मौका दिया. राव साहब, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
धन्यवाद राम मोहन मिश्रा जी. यू सरप्राइज मी टुडे. आप बोल रहे थे मैं पोषण के ऊपर बात करूंगा, लेकिन मैं अमेरिका में हूँ. अमेरिका में बाई वन गेट वन फ्री. तो पोषण के साथ हमें विद्वान के बारे में भी कुछ सीखने के लिए मौका मिला. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. नाउ वी विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पैनलिस्ट. एंड ओके, हियर share screen. Okay. Yeah. So I am going to invite Dr. Trilochan Mohapatra ji. Sir, you have heard about the importance of the Sahara Kranti. But unless agricultural department supports, we will be dependent upon importing. So I know you have lots of activities. What we don't know, probably a little bit more in depth. So if you can take this opportunity, maybe for next 4 to 5 minutes, just give a glimpse in terms of what is happening in agricultural research and long-term vision, and therefore how we would be able to, through expertise to certain extent. By no means we say that we are the very, very experts, but our expertise can come handy in terms of putting collaborative, complementary, and supplementary efforts in terms of making Bharat Krishi Pradhan. Mohapatra ji, it is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. I'll speak in English and if required in Hindi at times, try to fit in. Thank you very much for inviting me, respected the dignitaries who are present today, also fellow panelists. Mr. Misra has already elaborated on that, and time is limiting, only 5 minutes, so I'll try to confine to that. India has made tremendous progress in agriculture, and certainly we have moved to much beyond the begging bowl to agricultural surplus country, and we are exporting. After feeding 1.3 billion plus population, we are exporting. Agricultural surplus is increasing, and we have issues with surplus management. And that is what the government is trying their best to manage the surpluses. We have deficiencies in certain items, for instance, edible oil. We had serious deficiency in pulses, and we have been able to reduce import to the tune of 52 to 55%. And the efforts are continuing, and in another few years, we should be able to substitute completely the import with regard to pulses. We don't really recognize this. It took 7-8 years to have Green Revolution, to completely substitute the import of food grains in late 60s and early 70s. In last 5-6 years, we have substituted more than 50% of our pulses import. And in true sense, credit goes to the present government. It all started in 2016, and in a very fast year, we have 6 million tons additional production, and we continue with the trend. And this is one beautiful example how the import substitution can happen. And that's a big step in the direction of nutritional security. because we have a large vegetarian population. All those details I'm not going to because of paucity of time, but this is one area where we have done well, and we are continuing because of the policies of the government, that procurement, buffer stock, MSP, and all that, the traditional kind of provisionings which are made through government schemes. And also at the same time, the new varieties reaching the farmers. That was again, a very, very significant one. All those high yielding types reached the farmers through seeds, which are made available through seed hubs and so on and so forth. So in totality, we made a very significant progress, and we are lagging behind in edible oil. And the mission is starting, and hopefully we should be able to address that and substitute import, to a large extent by 2030. So this is, with regard to agricultural production that we have, and we are crossing this year more than 300 million tons. Last year, more than 295 million tons. These are all despite COVID. All other sectors have suffered, but our farmers have been toiling. And these are the examples which are cited, close to 4% growth year over year. So that's something which is very, very significant in agriculture sector. Then, our focus, because of food grain paucity, was on enhancing production of food grains. Productivity increased and production increased, and we have surplus, and we have difficulty in managing the surplus. But then certainly the nutrition and what is being talked about today is the nutritional security, and that is where India has a falter due to several reasons. The food habit changed very significantly. The kind of culinary diversity we had, that got restricted due to various reasons. I'll not go into those, so that will take time. So the culinary diversity getting kind of very seriously impacted to various reasons, and this is one of the reasons that why on this there are problems. The second is that the nutrition education probably is not adequate, even today. And what was mentioned earlier in one of the presentations is that should start from the schools and teachers. And I strongly believe that that is where we have to really focus, and we need to really teach. The third is that we need to really take care of our farmers. The farmers and farm families, they are also consumers. They're not just producers. And 14 crore farm families, if you take 4 to 5 persons per family. So it's a huge population, large section of the population undernourished and all that. So probably we have to also inform them adequately about the nutrition, and nutrition education also very important there. And that is where our role comes in, our farm science centers, Krishi Vigyan Kendras. And that is where we are trying to manage. And this particular, kind of activity which is being initiated today, I think that would be a kind of a great support to us. And we can be partnering in the whole process to contribute in this national movement. And this has to be a popular movement in the country, otherwise we will not succeed. And we will be there where we are, despite producing huge quantity of food grains, nutritious and otherwise. Whether it is milk, whether it is fish, whether it is pulses, or whether it is vegetables and fruits. I'll come to that in just 1 minute and then finish it up in another 2 minutes. So this is where we are, and we are playing that role. We are creating Nutri Gardens. The concept is there. We have provided to Mr. Saab, Ram Mohan Mishra Saab, and they are being promoted. We are training Anganwadi workers, and thousands of them have been trained in farm, and the seed packets have been distributed in lakhs to them and to the farmers to build those kitchen gardens and Nutri Gardens. Farming system for nutrition, family farming system, they are being promoted through Krishi Vigyan Kendras. So the nutrition production system, nutritional food production system is also capitalized on for enhancing nutrition outcomes. very importantly, NutriSmart Village concept that we have built, and that is being promoted through our farm science centers. And very importantly, recently, biofortified food mention was made that we have to have diversified food system, including Ayurvedic, kind of capitalizing on Ayurvedic system. But very importantly, our own staple food system, they're deficient. And unless we enrich them, we have to go for fortification with iron, zinc, and so on and so forth. So in last 5-6 years, with this present government emphasis on nutrition, and we have produced more than 70 biofortified crops, which are genetically improved through conventional breeding, not through GM approach. And Honorable Prime Minister dedicated to the nation 17 of such varieties on 16th of October 2020 on World Food Day. And these are the ones which have been mainstreamed in production system and also in consumption through public distribution and through midday meal and so on and so forth. I think mainstreaming of these kind of foods would be very, very critical. And if such kind of movements take shape and if it goes to the public at large, I believe we should be able to achieve our target of nutritional security. This is the International Years of Fruits and Vegetables. Our fruit and vegetable production and horticulture production is increasing. In 1920, we had 320 million tons. And 2021, we are expecting 326 million tons. And we are growing at the rate of, last year it was more than 3% growth. And this time, despite COVID, it will be around 2% growth. And I know that's the kind of growth in horticulture. And we are exporting again. And the total export, whatever we are doing with regard to agriculture, 37% is contributed by horticulture. The spices, for instance, we are exporting to the tune of 20,000 crores, and where the immune boosting properties are lying. So I'll not go into those details. And consumption is also increasing. And consumption rate of fruits, if you see 18 to 23%, close to 24% growth in fruit consumption, and similarly vegetable consumption to the tune of 20%. So all these are happening. And production, along with production increase. But there is a deficiency, there are nutritional deficiencies there because large section of our population, they don't have access to this. And there lies our responsibility. And how do we really promote the nutri gardens, the backyard gardens, the rooftop gardens, or whatever, and then so that these are available for consumption. Because a large section of the population are far away from all these. And so that is a big responsibility for all of us. So nutritional security for women, and particularly mention was made why we have stunting, why we have so much of mental retardation in children. And we talk of Samruddh Bharat ऐसे नहीं बन पाएगा जब तक मन ही ठीक नहीं होगा. हम तो खाली सेहत ऐसे ही फिजिकल हेल्थ की बात करते हैं, मानसिक अगर हमारा स्वास्थ्य ठीक नहीं होगा तो ये देश समृद्ध नहीं हो सकता. वही हमारा पुराने सभ्यता, पुरानी संस्कृति उसी के ऊपर जोर देता है. और अन्न से मन बनता है, और अन्न ही ढंग से बनता नहीं है तो मन कैसे बनेगा. और अन्न हम जैसे तैसे खाने लगे हैं आजकल, तो कोई विचार ही नहीं है क्या से अन्न खाएंगे और कैसे बनाया जाएगा अन्न, और कैसे अन्न को खाना चाहिए वो किसी को पता ही नहीं है. और 10वीं संस्कार है, बच्चे को कहाँ से कब से जत्न लेना है उसका बात ही नहीं कोई करता. और विवाह संस्कार की कोई बात नहीं करता. बच्चा ढंग से पैदा नहीं होगा तो बाद समृद्ध भारत तो नहीं बन सकता. और जैसे संस्कार हम पहले से सोचते थे उसी तरह का संस्कार के ऊपर हमें जोर देना पड़ेगा. अदरवाइज ये सारे जो समृद्ध भारत का स्वप्न जो है हमारा नहीं साकार होगा. तो उसके दिशा में और ज्यादा ना बोलते हुए, बहुत सारे हम कृषि जगत पे कर रहे हैं, मैं वही कन्फाइन करना चाहूंगा. सो हरित क्रांति हम लाए थे और बहुत सारे क्रांति हो चुके हैं. इंद्रधनुष क्रांति, हॉर्टिकल्चरल क्रांति के लिए हम लाए हैं और आगे उसको बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं और इसको और समृद्ध करेंगे जैसे जैसे आगे जाएंगे. और लेकिन इसके लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट के बिना कुछ नहीं होगा. अगर देश इस दिशा में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करेगा तो ये पूरा फाल्टर करेगा, विफल होगा. तो इस दिशा में अगर सोच हमें लगाना है और सफल होना है, हमें इन्वेस्ट भी करना होगा. और ऐसे सोच में इन्वेस्ट करना होगा और मानसिक सेहत के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना होगा, शारीरिक सेहत के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना होगा, तब जाके हम समृद्ध भारत बन पाएंगे. सो इसी शब्दों के साथ मैं ही समाप्त करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मुझे इस सुजोग देने के लिए।
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद Mohapatra ji. Just for the purpose of audience, Professor Trilochan ji is an Indian biotechnologist, geneticist. I was told that he was teaching previously in Pusa, and people are very, very impressed about his depth in the knowledge. And in terms of the awards, he is a recipient of a National Bioscience Award for Career Development by Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. So we'll move to the next topic, and that is about Ayurvedic Bharat. So Professor Tanuja ji, the question for you, so that you would be able to elaborate a little bit, is we hear that Ayurveda, Ayu is a life expectancy, Veda is knowledge. And unless there was learning, the words would not have been carved, something like that. And I personally have the belief, strongly believe that there is a very rich knowledge. Because of different reasons, it has become a dotted line and we are not able to very strongly connect. This Ahara Kranti is an opportunity for us. The question is, how do you consider this? And how do you envision the infusing the knowledge of Veda into this Ahara Kranti lifestyle? Because you know very well than me that people always challenge you. How is it possible? So the floor is yours. And for you, considering time, kindly, I will request, I know you can speak for hours, but we just want to have a glimpse of what it is, so that we will come back to you and we'll have a day-long conference and we'll sit together, think together and see what needs to be done. With that, Professor Tanuja ji.
Thank you. Namaskar, Dr. Rao from USA, both Niraskar and Dr. Rao, Srinivas Rao, Secretary MSME, Sri Ram Mohan Mishra ji, all the highly accomplished panelists, and all the जिनको महानुभाव यहाँ जो है उन सबको मेरा प्रणाम. And I wish happy Navavarsh, Gudi Padwa, Chaitra Navratra to everyone. And coming directly to the question which is being asked to me, how the Ayurveda is relevant for the Ahara Kranti. I think we are really thankful for initiating this Ahara Kranti, because Ayurveda says that Ayurveda is a knowledge system of healthy and happy life. It is a Ayusho Vedaha Ayurveda. So Ved is a knowledge, it's a knowledge system, and Ayush का जीवन का ज्ञान है. और जैसे कि अभी पहले पैनलिस्ट ने भी बताया कि अन्न से केवल फिजिकल फिटनेस, फिजिकल ग्रोथ, नरिशमेंट, न्यूट्रिशन नहीं होती, बट अन्न इज व्हाट वी आर, व्हाट वी ईट, वी आर व्हाट वी डाइजेस्ट. और आयुर्वेद में तो प्राणः प्राणभृताम अन्नम लोको अभिधावति. सो अन्न इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर सस्टेनेंस ऑफ द लाइफ, प्राण. Or it is not only that tushti, pushti, balam, medha, sarvam anne pratishthitam. So it is for the physical, mental fitness and also for the spiritual bliss. What we eat is very important. It may be a sattvic, it may be the wholesome, and the wholesome according to Ayurveda is not only the calories, carbohydrate, protein, fat, micronutrients, but it is the 6 states, 4 forms and 12 groups. जो wholesome है, वो पूर्णांग है. That the concept, that because from the concept theory the practices are developed. So through Ahara Kranti, the concept of wholesome diet needs to be promoted to each and every living creature. It is not only Indians but everyone, because Ayurveda is a soft power and it is a greatest gift to the entire humanity. It is a knowledge system of healthy and happy life. And it is for not only for living a healthy life, but for the happiness comes from within. जैसे कि भटकर जी ने भी कहा था कि it is a fine art for हितकर, अच्छा जीने के लिए, हेल्थ के लिए, हेल्दी नेशन के लिए डाइट है, लेकिन हैप्पी नेशन के लिए भी एक अच्छा डाइट होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो मेंटल हेल्थ कम अच्छी होनी है तो we need to have the healthy and the food which gives the happiness. Ayurveda मतलब total bland food नहीं है. There are thousands of recipes which are tasty, yummy at the same time. Those are healthy. And considering the vast biodiversity, cultural biodiversity in India है, but अनेकता में एकता है. But the India's food biodiversity is also very large. But when we say आयुर्वेद ये हमारी धरोहर है, हमारी ट्रेडिशनल विजडम को अभी क्लासिकल या कंटेम्पररी ट्रेडिशनल विजडम को अगर एविडेंस देना है तो डाइट भी इसका एक भाग है, हिस्सा है. आज उगाड़ी है, चैत्र नया पर्व है. आज पूरे सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया में देयर इज अ रिचुअल ऑफ टेकिंग नीम चटनी which is very very scientific to minimize, to balance excess cough in Vasanta Rutu. The neem along with good chutney is to begin. This is the knowledge base our traditional wisdom had. I think we have to revive these are not traditional wisdom. हम जो धरोहर है, हम जो घर में खान पान हर किसी ने, हमारे दादी माँ नानी माँ जो रह रही थी, अगर those is imbibed, that is bio acclimatized, acceptable to our genome, अगर वही लोगों ने लेना शुरू कर दिया 100 साल पहले, जो हमारी नानी माँ दादी माँ हर किसी की अगर लेना शुरू किया है, तो we will be towards the healthy nation and happy nation. I think this is the time to revive our tradition, food diversity, traditional food, which is nothing but reviving Ayurveda. उसका science अगर हम देखें, that is what is Ayurveda. इसीलिए the one thing is not as important is what to eat, but how to eat, when to eat, it is also important. क्योंकि आयुर्वेद ये कहता है मात्रा काल क्रिया भूमि देह दोष गुणांतरम. So the processing is also very important. एक ही चीज अगर हम किस ढंग से लेते हैं, हर एक सीजन में, हर एक काल में, जैसे कि वसंत ऋतु है तो एवरीथिंग इज टू बी टेकन बाय रोस्टिंग. अगर विंटर है तो उसमें आप खीर वगैरह ले सकते, यू मेक इट मोर गुरु, more nutritious. So food processing and the technology is very important, and also the matra काल क्रिया भूमि, कौन से काल में क्या लेना. दही बहुत अच्छा है तो हम मना करते हैं रात को लेने के लिए. फल बहुत अच्छे हैं, ये वेजिटेबल एंड फ्रूटी है हॉर्टिकल्चर मिशन में, बट वी डोंट recommend to take it at night. जब शीतकाल है फल नहीं लेते. It should be taken before sunset. So काल is very important. दिन में कौन सा काल, and the season is also very important. तो आपने जो कैलेंडर जो रिलीज किया, I really congratulate. That is nothing but the Ayurveda. We have to live. Ayurveda is living a healthy and happy way, and that everyone has to learn this art of living through the Ayurvedic scientific wisdom. And we are trying to create the evidence for this entire Ayurvedic dietetics. We have हम आयुर्वेद को, जैसे हमारे माननीय मंत्री जी ने भी कहा था, आयुष को, आयुर्वेद आहार को महाभैषज्य कहा है. So if we take healthy and judicious mindful diet अगर युक्ति पूर्वक हम ले, so the medicine is not required. And there is a concept of pathya, that means yukti purvak, judicious diet recommendation, and each and every disease condition. If we understand those principles and if we try to adopt all those healthy dietetics, I think those lifestyle disorders and metabolic disorders, I think that is the only solution to take this, I think, take home message. And lastly, what I would like to mention here on this platform, which is a great platform, as mentioned, that Ministry of Ayush has joined the hands with the food FSSAI, where Ahara regulation is being separately under the process and submission, and where this traditional food with the support of technology, if some किसी को मांड जो सुबह लेते थे कोविड में, वो रेडीमेड सैशे में मिला, having the same principle but ready to use. So this is what is the way ahead, that we are using our own principle, and with the help of the food technology, which we can take it to every home, every citizen. और सबसे बड़ी बात जो अवेयरनेस की है कि क्या अच्छा है, ये किसी को पता नहीं है। तो एक्सेस फूड है, लेकिन जो अच्छा है, मेरे लिए क्या अच्छा है, हर प्रकृति के अनुसार, हर काल के अनुसार, इसके लिए अवेयरनेस की बहुत जरूरी है। तो जन जागरण ये आहार क्रांति से जरूर होगा। वी ज्वाइन एंड वी विल बी वेरी हैप्पी टू ज्वाइन। एंड जो पोषण अभियान जो अभी मिश्रा जी ने बात करी, सो दैट पोषण अभियान इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर इंडिया, बिकॉज जो गर्भिणी, जो मासानुमासिक परिचर्या एवरी मंथ, what diet is to be taken, very important. If we take that, I think the progening will be healthy और India's future will be healthy. तो ये जो मासानुमासिक सूतिका परिचर्या after postpartum delivery, what is to be taken, what is not is to be taken, I think we have joined, Ministry of Ayush had joined hands with the Women and Child Development. So we are thankful. So internal ministry with the Ministry of Health, with the FSSI, with the Women and Child, we are a Ministry of Ayush. It's taking this message to each and every citizens of India. And lastly, because the COVID is again on the high rise, and to improve our immune system, to strengthen our immune system, good diet, fresh diet, क्योंकि सात्विक क्या सात्विक है, अगर किसी ने पूछा which food is good for the mind, the one which is fresh, which gives the freshness, because there is a nature signature. If we take fresh, our mind would be fresh. So the good food, healthy food, सात्विक food, it's cook fresh. ताजा अन्न लीजिए, जो ताजा है वो सात्विक हो सकता है। इवन छोटा मील लीजिए, पोर्शन कम होगा, समतल होगा, लेकिन ताजा लीजिए, उससे ही आपकी इम्यून सिस्टम अच्छी रहेगी। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय आयुर्वेद। आप सबको नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद तनुजा जी। Tanuja ji is the director of All India Institute of Ayurveda based in New Delhi. She also has the charge of National Medicine Plan Board, Ministry of Ayush. She is considered as an authority in Ayurvedic pharmacology. She is in the board of various governing councils and advisory boards of Ayurveda institutions. As we heard, she promotes interdisciplinary and collaborative research and networking with the networking for the benefit of the society. Dhanyavad, Tanuja ji. Now, what is happening here? My slide, there you go. So now we had so far people from the industry, research industry, and experts talking about the awareness about Ahara Kranti. Now I'm going to be inviting Shri Hanumantrao Gaikwad. By profession, he is an engineer, but extremely passionate to give it back to Bharat. Wish he was outside Bharat so that we could work with him very, very closely. But still, we look forward to working with him very closely because of this Ahara Kranti. He is the chairman and managing director of India's largest integrated service company, BVG. He is founder director of India's best integrated food park situated at Satara. He also has issued several awards for his social and entrepreneurial skills. So Shri Gayakwadji, the question to you is very simple. You represent private sector. You have the minds of people, what they run the corporations and companies, things like that. So I would appreciate if you could share your thoughts about how this Ahara Kranti, that awareness can be promoted. Not just promoted, promoting is something that anybody can do, but I think taking it in the heart and doing it to my neighborhood, my society, some of those things. And fortunately, there are many philanthropists just like you, and there are many people who want to engage through corporate social responsibility. So the floor is yours for next 4 to 5 minutes. I know it is very short time. As I said, we will engage you for longer conversations later. Thank you.
So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to talk to this August gathering. Adharaniya Ram Mohan Mishra ji, Adharaniya Shekhar Mandey ji, Adharaniya Jayant Sahasrabudhe ji, Vijay Bhatkar sahab, aap Mirajkar sahab, Srinivas ji, अभी मैडम का सुना, मिश्री मैडम जी, मेरी एक अलग पहल जारी है कुछ अलग करने की। 19 साल की उम्र में मैंने ठान ली थी स्वामी विवेकानंद जी की प्रेरणा से, और तब संस्था का नाम रखा भारत विकास प्रतिष्ठान, to do something different. When I was not having enough money to change my cycle seat cover, wanted to become IAS officer, but कभी बैठा नहीं एग्जाम में, and this journey diverted. Lost my father at age of 18, completed my education in Kerala scheme, joined Tata Motors as a graduate trainee engineer. When I was getting 8,000 salary, saved around 2.5 crore for the organization, and then got opportunity to talk to my vice president. He asked me what you want. I said I don't want anything, but I came from Satara district, help my village friends to get some job in the company. So what job they can do? I said they can do helper job. So he said that there is no helper job is available. Can they do housekeeping? I said yes. So we started with 8 people, and today we are around 75,000 people across the country. And I'm really happy and honored to say that we are maintaining Parliament for last 18 years. Honorable Prime Minister's house and office for last more than 16 years. Our Rashtrapati Bhavan, Supreme Court. So many of the establishments in the country are maintained by BVG. We maintain Tata Motors plant, Volkswagen, Fiat, Hyundai, 14 airports in the country. We run emergency medical services in Maharashtra, 950 ambulances we run. Till now, we helped more than 58 lakh people, saved around 11 lakh lives in Maharashtra. Similar services we started in Jammu Kashmir with 450 ambulances. This is what service part. 8 years back, I shifted to agriculture, so where we come now. And we, with 3-4, I got full of talented people, scientists who work with BVG now. And now we developed technology, BVG agro-technology, wherein yesterday I was telling you that what we are eating, that Ahar Kranti is nothing but what we should eat. And Madam will tell you what time they should eat. But what we developed as a with scientist community working with BVG, that we should eat residue free. That whatever बीमारियां जो हो रही है, कैंसर जैसी बीमारियां बहुत ज्यादा हो रही है, विषमुक्त खेती निरोगी भारत, that was the slogan I have taken, that our farm should be poisonless and we should have poison free or residue free agriculture yield, maybe it fruit, maybe it wheat, maybe pulses, whatever. And it should be cost effective also. So we did experiments with more than 10,000 farmers in Maharashtra. So I got documented data with me that we reduce the cost of cultivation, we increase the yield by 50% to 200% in one season. Then we increase the quality of yield and we increase the keeping quality also. And all these with organic way, with traditional knowledge-based testing. And then we developed food park in Satara to help my farmers. So out of 75,000 people, we have got 25,000 people who come from Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur district in BVG. So we just calculated that how much irrigated land is available within BVG family. And we have got around 150,000 acre land is available within BVG family. And now with taking to those people, we are now mirchi hum kar rahe hain, pomegranate, grapes. So multiple crops we are growing residue free, and then we are processing at Satara Food Park for the people, so that विषमुक्त खेती निरोगी भारत, and India में 0.1% भी process नहीं हो रहा, about 1% or 1.5%, exactly numbers all this we can give, but we are trying to do our bit in processing the farm produce, so that tomato the rate gets down by 2 rupees a kilo. We can process it and we can make puree, which goes at 60 rupees a kilo, like onion. So multiple things we are doing. Ginger, our Satara region grows very wonderful ginger. We have got great turmeric. So turmeric curcumin percent in Satara district is around 4.5 to 6%. So we are growing turmeric. And with BVG agro-technology, what we are doing, we are helping farmers. The fundamental issue in Indian agriculture, Mohapatra Saab is a great person who has a great revolution in agriculture. What I understood, whatever my limited knowledge, I interacted with farmers, that soil testing of the farmland is most important. Water testing of whatever water they are giving is most important. If we club all this together, we give proper knowledge to the farmer. Whatever Prime Minister's vision is to doubling farmers' income is not far. We can achieve in just 1 or 2 years' time. and then we produce it, process it, and give with whatever time management, whatever Rutu management we need to do. But that should be Vishamukta, so that it will help big way in people's mind. क्या खाते हैं उसके ऊपर आदमी का सोच होता है, विचार होता है. और आपने जो प्रेजेंटेशन सबसे पहले दिखाया जिसमें बताया गया कि वी आर रिच बाय कैलोरी बट मालन्यूट्रिश है, तो इंडिया की कंडीशन है, तो उसके लिए हम काफी काम कर सकते हैं. उसमें फ्रूट्स में काम कर सकते हैं, एग्रीकल्चर में काम कर सकते हैं. सो आई एम ट्राइंग माय लिटिल बिट in every sector, and now we are working in Ayurveda also, madam, that we are working. We did fingerprinting of more than 700 plants till now. So Ayurveda, why it is not progressing? With my limited knowledge, I'm trying to find out the solutions. That what we found out, sir, I'll take 1 minute more. Why Ayurveda not progressing? What we found out that in Charak Samhita it is written that we have to take bark of particular plant on full moon day of March, and then we took bark every 15 days. And what we found out that full moon day of March, chemical value and medicinal value contents is 5%. The rest of the days, sometimes it is as low as 0.2%, 0.5%, 0.70%. So person who is making medicine, he gets 1% raw material. And he should tell you that you should eat 5 chammach. Then only it will be effective. So we did fingerprinting and DNA testing of plants and trying to do something different. So we have got more than 35 traditional knowledge holders who are working with BVG. Somebody is from Meghalaya, somebody is from Bastar, and developing medicine for cancer, heart attack, heart blockages, heart pumping improvement, liver problem, multiple areas we are working. Acne, hair fall, multiple. So with limited resources, whatever I am having. So vision is, BVG stands for Bharat Vikas Group. So wanted to do something different. And Ahar Kranti is really a great platform. What Jain Sahasrabudhi ne jo chalu kiya hai, that now everything is happening. And with Corona, everybody understood that food is the most important thing. There are many doctors who are controlling diabetes with just food. Your medication can be taken out from all the tablets can be taken out if you manage your diet properly. You increase your protein intake, you increase vegetables, you increase cucumber and other things, and your medicines can go away. So that allopathy says that we have to take medicine for lifetime. Initially, you start with 250 mg, then you go to 500 mg, then you go to 100,000 mg, then to insulin. Here we can do reverse in just 3 months' time. And now also I started practicing. Yesterday I was in Jaipur and I was hungry. I went to that stall. And they showed me that they are having this sandwich of 300 rupees. And बाजू में banana रखा था. मैंने banana बेचने के लिए है क्या? बोले हाँ हाँ. कितने में? बोले 10 रुपए में. बोला 300 रुपए का सैंडविच रहते 30 रुपए केले खाए वहीं पे. अच्छा इनपुट भी होता है एंड हेल्थ भी बन जाती है. So पैसे भी बचे. So all these things. So अभी एयरपोर्ट पे पहली बार मैंने केला देखा. जयपुर एयरपोर्ट पे. अभी we should promote. As a government also, I request Mishra sir that we should have all these fruits and all that at all airports so that we can promote healthy things at lesser cost. So this is what I'm trying to do, something different for this great country. I know that time is very limited, but whatever I could say, we're trying to do something different. So thank you very much for giving me opportunity to discuss on this forum. Someday I'll come to Delhi. मिश्रा साहब आपको आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए आपके पास आ जाऊंगा. मिश्रा साहब आपका भी आशीर्वाद लेना है. सबका आशीर्वाद लेके कुछ आगे बढ़ना है. Thank you very much.
बढ़िया. धन्यवाद हनुमंतराव जी. Now we will move to the next speaker, and this would be the last panelist as well as a kind of concluding talk. And Shekhar ji, before even anything of this came, I know him. We were together in Data Institute, goes back almost 3 decades. So I am here, he is there. Very happy to know that with his structural and computational biology background, molecular biophysics, that is where he was. And now he is Secretary DSIR, DG of CSIR. He has served as Director of National Center of Cell Sciences in CDFD. He is a recipient of awards, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize, and he is also elected member of Indian National Science Academy. So question to you, Shekhar ji, is in terms of you are heading the largest research organization in India, and probably many more people, either even though they are not connected directly with the CSIR, but there are researchers. They take inspiration, they take guidance, they take the, what should I say, the support. So considering all these things under this Ahara Kranti, specifically, as we have heard, there are a lot of area that we need to understand. It may be the nutrition. We have a food template for Western based, where people consume not necessarily all vegetarian, but we don't have. Similarly, Ayurveda, a lot of things are there. I know you will have very little time, but still I would appreciate, on behalf of all of us, give us some guidance, share your thoughts. And as I have told to everyone, and that you are an active partner with us, and being away for 3, 4, 5, 10,000 miles away, we will be always looking for a place to stand and work with everyone, and appreciate your willingness to do it. And I also want to commit at this point of time that we will also try to do as best as we can, as much as we can, because you can take an Indian out of India, but you cannot take India out of an Indian. So that is the concept, that is what is, that is the driving force for us. With that, a request to you, Shekharji, floor is yours.
Thank you, Yeloji. Dr. Vijay Bhatkar ji, Mr. Gaikwad ji, Srinivas Garu ji, my senior colleagues from government, Sri Rammohan Mishra ji, a good friend, Dr. Trilochan Mahapatra ji. It's a great pleasure to be able to participate in this today. As I was actually typing continuously to both Jayanji and Yeloji, we are fighting multiple battles at the same time in the country. The seriousness of the pandemic is now being felt very badly, and that also actually continuously going on, the battle and strategies, counter strategies and things like that. So even while this thing was on, I was a bit distracted in preparing some base papers and all, and how to do that. Now, Yeloji Rao actually asked me to talk about Vishwaguru concept that Honorable Prime Minister has promoted, and how Ahar Kranti actually can lead us to that. And in my opinion, Ahar Kranti is essentially actually naturally leads to the Vishwaguru concept. The fact is that we all realize that Uttam Ahar, Uttam Vichar actually is important for a balanced nutrition in our life that we should practice ourselves. In turn, our families also practice along with ourselves, our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, and finally, everyone around us is eventually that actually leads to the concept of the whole world, who actually also act like what we do in terms of ahar, nutrition, and everything. My co-panelists in this platform have already very eloquently expressed their thoughts and have suggested potential areas where some action can be taken. We need to take these points very seriously and convert them into actionable items and act on them. Apart from the co-panelists, there are many other experts in India, and what we can do is, in principle, is also involve many of these panel experts in India and involve them in trying to come up with what actually Rammohan Mishra ji talked about, the Poshan Abhiyan, or Trilochan Mahapatra ji talked about agricultural practices along with that, together and evolve a very holistic view of this thing. If we are able to do that, because our country has so much heterogeneous cultures, so many heterogeneous ways of living life, but yet we are all united by one single, actually our heritage, one single history of a country, and all of us belong to that Bharatvarsh, which actually practices age-old concepts such as Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, or what Swami Vivekananda actually practiced and addressed the world parliament of religions very broadly as all inclusive, none excluded. So we are all bound by these kind of concepts, although we have very different kinds of practices in the north, south, east, west, and all, but we are bound by common threads in the country, and that actually what makes Bharat as a great nation. This, of course, eventually leads to the Vishwaguru concept, because Bharat, for ages, we have led the world. We have been actually leading the world towards that kind of thinking, which has come upon us after a few centuries once again to lead the world. And when we lead the world, the principles behind this would be by friendship and not by hate, by cooperation and not by exploitation, not a big brother, but as an equal brother, by mutual success and not success at the expense of others. And if we actually are able to follow these kind of practices once again, and what very powerfully Swami Vivekananda articulated this in many of his talks and many of his thoughts, I think we have that stage to gain once again, where we can be called Vishwaguru all over again. We have always practiced this through centuries before the foreign powers came here and ruled us for a while. This goal is very ambitious, but it's not far away. I suggest that we take this goal very seriously and let us actually make today's Ahar Kranti as one of the vehicles towards reaching that particular goal. The overall effort that fulfills the needs of the country in all dimensions, including Ahar Kranti, is what will guide Bharat to the friendship of the whole world, and that actually will emerge a Vishwaguru in the end. So let us all come and join Ahar Kranti as the first initial step towards that particular ambition of all of us together, and let us see that Bharat actually guides the spirit and the soul of the world all over once again. Thank you all very much for joining, and thank you, Yuloji, for giving me this opportunity to talk to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shekharji. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to share 3 slides. It's a pictorial images about what many of the speakers talked. I will start with what Sri Ram Mohan Mishraji mentioned. And after these 3 slides, there was a Ahar Kranti competition, and I will be handing it over to Prafullaji to announce the winners. So the first picture, what you see here, is nothing but the artist's rendition about how the brain is growing. But this is the magnetic resonance imaging over the period of 15 years. We all know probably it takes 21 years for the full growth of the brain, and another 2, 3, 4 years for the full functioning of the brain. And researchers have time and again for years have shown that nutrition is very, very important for the development of brain. Why? Because proper nutrition has a direct impact on the learning abilities. If you don't have cognitive skills, you'll be compromising your performance. Cognitive skills in simple languages, we have 5 senses, we understand and articulate and express in our behavior. And balanced diet is going to help us have better learning and better behaviors. And if those 2 we have in our lives, we'll have positive performance, whether as an individual at school, work or life, or in social working, social network or the team. One interesting data that came just a few months ago is World Economic Forum did the survey to understand where the world is leading and what kind of people they would be looking for. While we need almost 50% of the people to be retrained simply because of the change from paperwork to digital work. And in all these cases, the leadership and social influence is extremely important. So recognizing this, having this in our mind, and if we move forward for the Ahar Kranti, it is nothing other than success. With that, I would hand over it to Prafullaji. And before that, thank you very, very much. Dhanyavad for all the panelists for very frankly sharing your wishes, your vision, and your thoughts. Obviously, that is going to be the foot for our actions. And we will think about, we'll come back and we will seek your support, seek your partnership. And as Shekharji mentioned, we will never be the big brothers. You are the big brothers. We always come to you, and we will see how best we can take it forward. With those words, Prafullaji, stage is yours for announcing the winners.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Yeluji. And English में कहते हैं mind blowing, हिंदी में कहते हैं अद्भुत. The content on this program has been super gratifying. Thank you very much for all the panelists. अगर मैं आपसे request कर सकूं कि आपने अब वीडियो ऑन करें ताकि हम announcement से पहले winners के announcement से पहले एक बार हम फिर कोशिश करेंगे सौरभ जी अगर वो हम unveiling कर सकें वेबसाइट की, न्यूज़लेटर्स की और आहार चार्ट्स की. सौरभ
जी
एक बार ट्राई करते हैं फिर से वो टेक्निकल ग्लिच के.
जी अब एक जस्ट.
और तब तक जब तक सौरभ जी वो क्यू अप कर रहे हैं, हम लोगों ने एक आहार क्रांति डिजिटल चैंपियनशिप की थी और जब सबसे डिजिटल आर्ट्स मंगाया था. आप द ओनली एंट्री क्राइटेरिया वाज कि 18 से कम उम्र होनी चाहिए आपकी. द काइंड ऑफ स्टफ वी गॉट, जो बच्चों की क्रिएटिविटी है एग्रीकल्चर और न्यूट्रिशन को देखकर, हम लोग सब शेयर करेंगे आप लोगों से भी. इट वाज जस्ट अगेन बहुत ही अद्भुत थी. और उसमें हमने दो कैटेगरीज में विनर चुने हैं, एक वीडियो कैटेगरी में और एक स्टिल उसके कैटेगरी में. ये विनर्स वेबसाइट पे ऑलरेडी अनाउंस्ड है. मैं यहाँ पर बस 1 मिनट बाद में अनाउंस करूंगा. एक बार सौरभ जी अगर हम वो अनवेलिंग वीडियोस चला दें. ये हमारी वेबसाइट की अनवेलिंग थी. आपको पता है इस दिस डे एंड एज द क्रांति विल हैपन इन डिजिटल वर्ल्ड ओनली, और फिजिकल वर्ल्ड का तो इंपॉर्टेंस है ही. सो दैट वाज आवर वेबसाइट aharkranti.org. प्लीज आइए, वहां रजिस्टर्ड होइए और हमसे जुड़िए. सौरभ जी अगला.
जी
तो वाइल सौरभ क्यूइंग अप, मैं एक और मैसेज रिपीट कर रहा हूं जो कि कई स्पीकर्स ने कहा है. इंडिया में कोविड के नंबर बढ़ रहे हैं, वर्ल्ड वाइड कोविड के नंबर बढ़ रहे हैं. प्लीज सेफ रहें, प्लीज वैक्सीनेशन करवाएं और प्लीज मास्क पहने और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन करें. कई लोग वैक्सीनेशन करा के काफी निश्चिंत हो जाते हैं. प्लीज वो ना हो. एक दूसरी वैक्सीन के 4 हफ्ते बाद उसका असर चालू होता है और उस समय भी आप कैरियर हो सकते हैं. तो प्लीज आप इस सुरक्षा का ध्यान रखें. Saurabh ji, we're ready for you.
या
What we did not see on the screen, and while Saurabh queue up the chart reveal, what we did not see on the screen was a reveal of a newsletter. We are very proud of our partnership with Nakul Parashar ji and Vigyan Prasar. And वो नकुल पाराशर जी अपने हाथ में न्यूज़लेटर रखे हुए हैं. एक मासिक न्यूज़लेटर हम चालू कर रहे हैं एक आहार क्रांति पर, जो कि जो जितने भी लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट्स हैं, जितने भी लेटेस्ट जो हमारी एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं, जो प्रायोजन हो रहे हैं, उन सब का लेखा जोखा उस न्यूज़लेटर में होगा. आप प्लीज इस विज्ञान प्रसार की साइट पर है, इंडिया साइंस साइट पर है, और आहार क्रांति की वेबसाइट पे भी ये जल्दी अवेलेबल हो जाएगा. आप प्लीज इसे डाउनलोड करें और इसकी प्रिंट कॉपी अगर मिल जाए तो आप प्लीज इसे देखें. अगेन this revolution has to be multimedia. तो डिजिटल aharkranti.org है और फिजिकल में न्यूज़लेटर है. और तीसरा रिवील जो हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे थे वो चार्ट्स का था. तो श्रीनिवास राव जी ने चार्ट्स की बात ऑलरेडी की है. हमने हम सब ने मिलकर 10,000 फलों की, और जो फ्लोरा कहते हैं, 10,000 आहार क्रांति डिजिटल चैंपियंस. In the video category, I want to congratulate Anika, who's 8-year-old and still had an amazing video of the food pyramid of Ahar Kranti. It is available on our website. In the still category, I want to congratulate 2 winners, Avni and Vivek, who were tied for the winners of this still category. Please go on our website and join us there and check out these results. And in the end, I will thank you. I thank everyone for joining here. And please do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever is your favorite social media. Thank you, everyone.